Union leaders say chronic understaffing issues have left the Fayette County Detention Center in a state of emergency. The warning coming as Lexington city officials and the union that represents correction officers are deadlocked in their negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement. As LEX 18's Mike Valente explains, both parties are taking their complaints to the state.
This letter, sent to Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton the day after Christmas, paints a grim picture of conditions over the holidays at the Fayette County Detention Center. Employees working 16 hours on Christmas, 4 housing units with about 400 inmates, entirely unstaffed. Included in the letter were employees' emails. One reading, "We only have 17 people in the building versus 950 inmates, with master control watching 4 units."
You have physical fatigue from all the overtime you're working, and now you have mental fatigue from being up that much.
The man who wrote that letter to the mayor is Corporal Michael Harris, the president of FOP Town Branch Lodge 83. At one point in it, he noted that dangerous inmates understand the staffing crisis and are using it to their advantage.
Their day is watching us as much as we are watching them.
When there's a fight now, inmates might fight 10 minutes before anybody responds. And when they do respond, it's only captains and majors responding because they don't have any COs or sergeants or anybody there to respond to the fight.
The city of Lexington has not disputed that staffing shortages are a problem, acknowledging that there are less than 200 staff members to oversee close to 1,000 inmates, and that boosting staff levels would ensure adequate security and alleviate the need for overtime. That's why the urban county government has proposed a pay bump for employees. Yet 8 months have passed since in-person negotiations began, and the parties remain deadlocked.
Right now, we are 6 years into a 4-year contract. We're 2 years expired.
On Wednesday, the city appealed to the state labor cabinet, asking the agency to step in and mediate the negotiations. LFUCG said its last offer came December 17th, when it proposed increasing starting pay to $20 per hour, as well as a $1,000 retroactive payment and $1,000 referral bonus, amounting to $1.5 million more than its previous offer. Harris says pay could be a little more than what was proposed, and retention needs to be a greater focus, but he's more amenable to the financial details. So then, what's the holdup?
If we are not in agreement on the other non-financial issues with this, we will reject it.
Non-financial issues, specifically like grievance and disciplinary procedures. Without delving into further detail, Harris says he wants the changes to those procedures to be similar to the ones recently agreed upon in the new CBA with the local police union. LFUCG said it was not interested in changing those provisions for the corrections officers because they have been effective in their current iteration. In addition to the request for mediation, the Labor Cabinet will also have to mull over a complaint filed by the union this week that alleges urban county government of trying to deal directly with union members in an attempt to undermine its leadership and effectiveness. Harris said one example happened during a holiday employee party when Mayor Gorton allegedly spoke with some union members outside of the negotiating room.
The mayor let out with some specific stuff about that she had offered the union, and that we were being uncooperative and that they need to talk with me.
Harris viewed that as an attempt to sway membership against him. A spokesperson for the mayor's office said they did not believe their actions were out of line and that they look forward to defending the charges. Back at the jail, employees are getting ready for another holiday weekend that could put even more strain on a drained staff. As Harris noted in his letter to the mayor, if the current conditions do not improve, the jail could experience a mass resignation over the next week. In Lexington, Mike Valente, LEX 18 News.